the Beast Ultimate Edition.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server. As always, this is Zueljin. So I'm sure you guys are looking around and saying, what the hell? It's been a little while guys. I did some work, not too much. Changed all of the gold to the sapphire and I love the way it looks, and I trimmed some of the sapphire out with gold. I'm still gonna do the strings of Icarus laced in gold too, but I just haven't got around to it yet. I started playing cleanup so the front entrance can look a lot better, and right now I am just man, these things are so buggy. Let me see if I can pull it easier. Yeah, I sure can because it's in my way. So the idea here was to clean up the front lawn, and as you can see, I've installed an ME system. I need to set this down just so it's not, see how this works. There we go. So yeah, I really wanted to get an ME system going. This is Applied Energistics, for those of you not familiar. It's part of the Ultimate Pack, and all of the other guys are using it, and I've been wanting to use this mod just because inventory just is so great. There's some things that you can do with crafting as well, that you can auto craft stuff and just order a recipe to be made, and it'll make it in sequence. But for the most part right now, I am just working with the regular old ME terminal, and what this allows you to do is store items onto these disks, and with the help of Armitage I kind of used his resources and made a bunch of these. So I'm not going to get into how the mod is made because I really don't understand it. I kind of just went through the wiki and made stuff, and here we are. But anyway, this terminal here stores all of my items, so it's kind of like the creative menu. When you have the resources, you could just search it out. For instance, let's see, redstone torch. There you go, 113 of them. You can pull them out singly or by the stack or whatever, and when you finish with an item you can just put it right back into the system. So this takes quite a little power, and what I'm using is this right here. This is a thermal generator that's hooked to an ender tank. Now I wasn't familiar with this technology recently, but what the ender tank does is take liquid from one area and pour it to another, and this generator is just pulling off of that liquid. Also have a little MFSU applied to the ME controller so that it powers the entire unit. So all in all guys, it looks real good, and I'll show you where I'm getting the lava from too. Let's head on over there before we get to the next part of the video. The guys have been doing a lot of community builds lately, and there's just so much. For those of you who haven't seen any progress, Woolly Creeper's been working on stuff out here. Let me make sure my brightness is turned up, by the way. Video settings, yeah, it's moody. A lot of times when I record cinematics and CobbleCon and stuff, I use the moody brightness, or when I'm just playing, just because I like the dynamic light more. But so right here, oh, I went to the Twilight Forest, my bad. Let's go back through there. So here is nope, that's not it. The Inform Villager Breeding Cell. Ah, there it is. Community Lava Power Plant. It's been a few days. So I'm not too sure where the actual lava is set up. I believe that it's coming from the Nether, but everybody's stationed their tesseracts and stuff, and I have my little lava tank set right there. But it comes all from this tank, which is being gathered from elsewhere. So I don't know how all of it works, except for the fact that Lone Wolf's been putting all kind of stuff together. So it's a really nice setup. But anyway, it powers my lava setup, and I hate to be fueling Zion with Hell Juice because it's kind of like heaven, but it's a practical technology. I also have my Quarry setup that changed because of all this. This item tesseract here feeds into this ME interface, and it basically just throws in all those items that I make with my quarries. I've already run another quarry since then, and now I've changed my setup a little bit because I want to get some really identifiable power that's just at one location using energy tesseracts. So I have ZEU, which is I just did that because it's like power. and I'll put a chunk loader here. So all these engines will feed this redstone energy cell. And I just installed this, so it's been charging up and made a few more engines and made a lot more solar panels, but I'm out. I actually ran out one before the square. I'm gonna probably extend it somewhat. I don't know how far the electricity stretches over solar panels, but I want to make sure they have enough power. I don't know how it's gonna hold up with quarries on my next project, but this is not the most ideal setup. Like Woolly Creeper has the wind farm that he has set up with the kinetic generators, and I can probably pull off of that. But essentially I want to go with biofuel and do Project Eden, and that's going to be an extension of Zion that's going to give me, I'll be using biogas engines most likely. I think it's just a cool concept. May not be the most efficient or effective methods, but you got to stay kind of aesthetically pleasing, right? So anyway, this redstone energy cell is being fed all this MJ and is filling up and is connected to the energy tesseract. And I have another energy tesseract in here, and I also have this. This, me and Lone Wolf were talking about it last night. This is a filler, and biggest thing about building Zion, guys, are these white blocks. So I decided that instead of hindering my ability to continue on to the palace, without the white blocks, just to form a platform, I decided that I was just going to build it with another material, something cheap and inexpensive and easy to come by, like, well, like cobblestone. So with that said, I don't want this to be cobblestone forever. That's why I started researching Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft allowed me to make this booger right here, Wand of Equal Trade. This is something that Slipgator and Ormanage showed me, and I absolutely love it. Let me show you how this thing works. First of all, gotta grab some blocks in my inventory. So let me go ahead and look up, what are they called again? Inverted. No, NV. There we go. Inverted white lamps. So I'm gonna eventually automate this production of this stuff. But right now, I don't have the technology, and it requires a little bit more resources. And I wanted to get back into making Hypermine vids, since a couple of my series are coming to a close, and it's beginning to give me a little bit more free time. So what's gonna happen here, guys, is I can take my Wand of Equal Trade and shift right click on a block, and now you see how I have that white block icon that's glowing above. What I can do is I can tap on another kind of block and it'll change it. I can also right click on a block and it'll change multiples based on how much vis and how much inventory I have. So I think that's like a really, really cool deal. Pretty much anything that I build from here on out, I can just build in any kind of material that's easy to get. Like, for instance, marble. I don't necessarily have to use marble if I run out, which I probably won't. Ormanage and Slipgator, and I believe Ruby gave me a ton of marble, so I won't have to worry about that for a little while. And that's naturally going to change to quartz sooner or later, which is going to be great because my wand will be able to change all this stuff to quartz. So it's looking good so far. So as much as I love the idea of having this wand, and just changing all this stuff out to white, I really need to get some more floor done too. So we're going to put this up for now, and I'm going to show you all the next step in the evolution of building Zion, which is this thing, the filler. Now, I did a little bit of research on this, and I tried it out in creative mode, and it seems to work really, really good. So if I put the filler, you got to set landmarks, okay? So let me go ahead and set this landmark, and these landmarks, just like a quarry, or pretty much designate the area that you want to work in. And just like a quarry as well, you have to apply MJ to this entire setup. So if I put my filler there, it comes off with the little the yellow and black construction area, just like the quarry does, and it needs power. So if I put this energy tesseract onto it, and I set it to, I believe it's, let's look at ZEU, owner ZEU, and I activate that. It should be ready for resources. So let me go ahead and put all of my cobblestone in here. And is it gonna build? Maybe it's a little bit different. I should be getting power here. Oh, I remember something that I forgot. I need bricks. The layout works with, you have to put specific schematics in, like, so B or I. 7 bricks. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Do I have any clay? Clay, yeah, I sure do. I could cook some up right quick. I don't even have my furnaces set up. My bad. Let's see. Oh, I know what I could do. Let me go rush down to the public area. And good old Slip built this this unit a while back, and it's like my go-to for resource processing. No, that's the town hall. This CPU 2.0, the community processing unit. You got a little teleporter installed, and please craft responsibly, do not change upgrades. Since we can't use the advanced machines, I don't know if I ever talked to y'all about that, but we allowed the stacking of overclockers through GregTech, kind of like these setups. GregTech doesn't allow you to perform these kind of stacks with this specific pack. So we changed that up a little bit, but now we should be good. So with the bricks, let's see, I didn't even change them up yet. With the bricks in hand, I can manipulate the type of schematic. There's a couple of them I looked up on the wiki, but it looks pretty good the way you handle stuff. So this specific setup that I'm going for is just like a fill, I believe they call it. Walls. Maybe it's not. Okay. Let's see. This is... yeah, there we go. So now it's filling. Look at that puppy go. Now the great thing about it is that all it's doing is taking energy that's built up from the solar. So this is not taking anything really but resources. And I do want to check out my my setup to see how my redstone is holding up. Oh, and I needed to install a chunk loader here too, and I don't have one. Let's see. Yeah, there's no way for me to possibly test that. I don't think I have another chunk loader either. No, I sure don't. Well, let's just see if it holds up. This is a pretty large area, so the other side should be okay. And as soon as it finishes, or if it stops, I'll actually teleport to that spot and go check to see my redstone energy cell and if it's depleted or not. I think that'll be just a good enough test. But look at that. Like, you can build buildings and walls and all kind of stuff with your materials of choices. So I'm actually gonna play with some ideas for the walls on this castle too to extend it out. Oh, it's pretty much done right there. So yeah, I am pretty much out, I believe, unless I'm out of cobble. And I am. That's very reassuring. Let me rush on over to my engine array and check this redstone level. Go. Wow, not even close. Okay, good. So this engine array really is putting it out. I shouldn't have to worry about that for a while then. Fantastic. So this chunk loader has to stay here. I'm gonna have to get another chunk loader for my base built. But yeah, guys, that's about how we're gonna do it. That's the new age of building Zion. Oh, let me got chunk loading issues here. And now, once that's all built, it's as easy as pie to just change it, you know? So, that's going to be the new style of building for sure. Also have some snow coming up here. I wish I could do something about that besides placing glass at build limit up there, but it's okay. So, now that I have a little bit of working room, guys, I'm going to start with... I'm going to lay out some more, kind of like in a montage style for you guys, and then we're going to go with the wall building as well. So let's do it. guys, I'm pretty much on the home stretch here. Got all my walls built out of marble using this fantastic little machine. I really do like this style. I need to learn a little bit more to see what it can do. I know there's quite a bit of functions. You can do stair type functions, and there's also box type functions too, which would have been kind of cool, but I just needed to get like a courtyard and a safe area so that I could start constructing on the outside and stuff. I'm going to be doing some turrets and giving these walls a lot more texture, kind of like I did the front, only a little bit more extravagant, and building some towers and stuff like that too. Let's go ahead and set that, and then we'll apply a little template, which is the wall. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's very easy to get this thing done. It doesn't go more than 64, which is fine. I mean, it's already incredibly fast. We get just a little bit of lag here, either that or power lag, but I doubt that. I haven't had any problems. Even the biggest walls and biggest sections of floors have just gone right up with this. So I like it a lot. It serves its purpose, that's for sure. I'm going to be using this in a lot more applications. Just a quick note to talk about on the outside. When it's all said and done, I'd like to have it more cloud-like, and I'm going to be doing a lot more of the rounded edges and stuff like that, kind of like I did this section here. But I'm not too sure it's going to be the shape yet. I'm just going to have to play around with some ideas. Maybe I'll come up with some intricate patterns and try to incorporate some of that sapphire in it too. I'm not too sure, but this area is clean for now, so we'll be using this as our little setup, and likely we'll be branching off to and getting some areas done like the biogas in the future. But I believe that's going to call it for this episode, you guys. I'm going to probably take some of this white out, or just make some more white blocks. I need a bunch more, and sporadically add light because I've been having spawn problems throughout the building process through the montage. I just edited it out. That, and next episode I think I'm going to try to do some research on this applied energistic stuff and get some auto crafting recipes loaded so that I can start up these inverted white lamps and replace more of the floor with the wand. I'm not too sure yet, but no, I will be doing some of that pretty soon. Every once in a while I see one of these, it's like it just either glitches out or runs out of items. But yeah, that's gonna be it, you guys. Next time we come back, maybe I'll play around with some of the tower ideas off camera and show you guys where I've come, or where I've been and what I've got accomplished. And so expect to see a few more Hypermine episodes now that have a bit more free time, and we'll be doing some Thaumcraft stuff too. I already got a ton of research. I didn't really show you guys that, but I have got a ton of research done up into the point to where I had got that wand and stuff, and a bunch of different things that I'm going to be doing. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the future. Thanks so much for watching. This is Zueljin signing off. Have a good one.